Hello guys. Now my pedals are nearly finished and I want to explain how I made them and how they work. So the first parts of the pedals are of course the pedals. These pedals have been milled out on my CNC router. The material is 3mm thick aluminum. It was sheet metal, and I milled out these parts on the router, and then I brought them to a welding shop nearby, and they made the bending of the parts and welded them together. They are welded on this tube here, and inside the tube I put some bearings that I have a nice movement on the metal axis here. They are just screwed in. The shafts are made also out of aluminum, 3mm thickness, and they are welded to these tubes again. And also here inside these tubes I have these bearings, so you have here a nice movement. So the shaft is fitted here to these metal blocks. They are also made out of aluminum. The shaft diameter here is 10mm, and I can fix them in the position via these holes here inside. The screws are still missing. Important is that the thickness of these shafts is only 3mm. Therefore I put some additional aluminum plate on it, also 3mm, to have 6mm thickness in total, to get a nice material stock for cutting the thread. And very nice, what you really should try is riveting. I discovered riveting, unfortunately very late with my home cockpit project, but this is a very nice way to fit sheet metal onto sheet metal without making threads and making screws. Just put in some blind rivets. Okay, so these are the pedals. The force, of course, is transferred. Let's first start with the brake function. The brakes are made on this axis, and the force is transferred onto these gas struts or gas springs, and I put just some clamping rings on it, and this is a very easy way to define the way of travel. The signal of this brake movement is picked up by this sheet metal, and here you see the holders for the sliding pods. Of course, they are also riveted inside. Okay, so the side rudder function itself is realized like this. You know it from the yoke project I have. So I made these ball connectors. They go here on this threaded M10 bar here to this one, and this is very easy. I just put in some metal plate here. This is steel, drilled 2 holes inside, and with this thing I can adjust the position of these pedals in a very good way, so that they align from the pilot and co-pilot very good, and also on each side that they are well aligned. It's very easy, and I really suggest to use this one. Of course, use some Loctite, make it really strong, and in order that these nuts cannot lose. So then this force, of course, is transferred to the well-known T-bar. This is a welding I try. I'm really not good at welding, you can see, but in the end it worked out. Below, of course, of this T-bar there is some 20mm shaft, and I have one flange bearing here, and down there is another flange bar which just takes up the whole power of this turning movement. And when I push and pull the side, the pedals, yeah, and the side rudder. The force is yeah, transferred via this T-bar onto this yeah, metal thing, and under this metal thing I have these two gas springs, and they provide the necessary feedback power for the pedal movement. And again, the signal for the pedal movement is picked up by a sliding pod. And also here on these gas springs I put some clamping rings on these shafts to limit the way of travel. So this is how it works. In total I have 5 sliding pod input signals. So this is 2 for the pilot brakes, this is 2 for the first officer brakes, and 1 sliding pod takes up the signal for the pedal movement and the side rudder itself. The signal will be picked up by a Leo Bodnar card, which provides 8 inputs in total, analog inputs for sliding pods. Okay, this is basically the mechanic, how it works. Material costs for this project so far, I guess approximately 300–400 euro. It does not come cheap, but compared to professional products, it is a very good price, I think. And yeah, it is do it yourself, of course. And as you can see, it's working really nice without play. The feedback and the force on the pedals, of course, can be adjusted a little bit if you just use stronger gas springs. These gas springs have 180 newtons. The small gas springs for the brake movement have 100 newtons, and I think this is okay. You could use higher powered gas springs for the pedal movement. If you would go with I think, yeah, 250 newtons, it would be also okay. But basically this is fine. Yeah, and maybe one final word. Of course, these gas springs are mounted to these linear rails to provide the necessary travel way, of course, and yeah, and also the fine adjustment can be done here with these counterlock screw, so that I don't have much play in the whole system. The only play I have is here on this point, so but I was not able to remove it totally. So you see here, this is the amount of play I have in the system, but it does not matter, because with this movement the sliding pod, which picks up the pedal movement, does not move at all. Only if I really press the pedals in a strong way, the signal is picked up. Okay, so this is the yeah, pedal system, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.